The hogs have taken over the neighborhood. Big boar hog that has been destroying these yards and chasing some of the residents around. And so Aunt Trina called and said, what in the world can we do about this? I got a bow and arrow. In a game that a million things can go wrong, that's not what I saw going wrong. Hey.
Did you just try to call me?
I did, yeah. I just pulled up in your driveway.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was just gonna run around back behind the house, but you can come on
I'll
out.
see you just a second.
Right.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm at my Aunt Trina's house, which is my mom's sister, and she lives right outside Panama City in a very developed neighborhood. The hogs have taken over the neighborhood. There is a pile of woods right behind their house that they just clear cut. The pigs have moved out of there and they have moved into the subdivisions. And these subdivisions are all bordered by marsh. And as you can see right here behind me, they are rooting up the yards. Up there in the front yards, they're rooting up pretty much every house in the neighborhood. And so Aunt Trina called and said, what in the world can we do about this? I said, well, I got a bow and arrow, completely legal. This is actually county land anyway, so you could probably shoot them with a gun, to be honest with you, but I'm not going to, because what fun is that? So, when the pigs move in, we move in too. Show y'all what I got here. A good old Florida style corn pile. This is all low and wet, but when the tide falls out, all of a sudden this is dry land. And what do you see right here? A big old pig trail. They are walking right down this marsh. All these backyards, you'll see all these houses. Homeowner said they're sick of it. These pigs gotta go. I got a cell cam set up right here. It is late July, it's hot. From the back porch to that bait pile is about 40-45 yards. And these pigs, I would feel comfortable shooting them, I don't know, really 50, maybe out to 60, because it's a little sketchy. I normally wouldn't shoot deer at those ranges, but my goal is to put some pressure on these pigs. Whether I recover them or not is not that important. I would love to, because I love eating them. I like cleaning and eating these wild pigs. They're great eating. But if I don't, if I put some pressure on them, I get them squealing, they're gonna move out of here. And that's our ultimate goal. Here, I mean, everywhere you'll see, they are just rooting up, digging under fences. No respect. No respect. All right, y'all, well, that did not take long. The cell cam is sending pics of hogs in her backyard right now, and it's still good shooting light. Now, we can shoot hogs legally in Florida year-round, day or night, doesn't matter, especially on private land. So, we are making a hurried little run across town, and we're gonna see if for some reason they'll still be there. You don't know if you don't go give it a shot, so we're gonna go give it a shot. I've never hunted hogs in a neighborhood before. I mean, I have done a little bit of deer hunting, thanks to some of the guys at Seek One, in some residential areas. I was amazed at how those deer could differentiate between people on their back porch hanging out, grilling hot dogs or whatever, and then somebody that was in their woods, their area. Even though they might only be 30 or 50 yards apart, they could tell. So I'm thinking that's probably going to apply to these hogs too. I mean, I know they're right in the middle of the subdivision. There's people everywhere, but I have a feeling they know the difference in those people out by the street and the people that are in their little marshy area right behind the backyards.
Carrying a bow and arrow.
Yeah, especially that guy carrying a bow and arrow. We've never seen him back here before. It's 8:28 and we're almost there. And the good news is, I just got another picture of them. So I cannot believe they're still there. So I'm kind of pumped right now. This is nuisance control. It's no different than shooting coyotes or anything like that. They're destroying property. They're a non-native invasive species. They happen to be tasty, so that's a good thing. But I definitely feel comfortable taking a shot, you know, at long ranges on hogs, because it's not something that that I'm shooting just to try to eat. That's a bonus. But if nothing else, we're doing some good nuisance control. Let's go. Once we get to the corner of the house, I got Angie right here behind the camera. When we get to the corner of the house, I'm gonna draw back and she's gonna shine this light down there. And the first one she sees, try to pick out one of the black ones. That's the sows. There's 3 big sows. Shine the light on one and just hold the light on that one.
Okay.
I'm already gonna be drawn back and just shine the light on them till I shoot.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Perfect. Actually draw back a bit. And you're gonna, and I don't only want you to go down there. I want you holding it here and just click it on. Try to click it quiet. If you can. Yeah, and you don't have to click it. You just hold it. So watch that. We get there. Give me a second too. Okay, give me about 5 seconds, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Click it on. As soon as you point at one, I'm gonna put this thing on. Pow. Okay. Shoes.
Okay, thank you. No, I'm just.
Well, in a game that a million things can go wrong, that's not what I saw going wrong. They didn't smell us. They were there when we got there. I was like, check, check, can't believe it. Got to my corner of the house. I could hear all the pigs down there. There's a couple of gaps in the grass where I could see them moving through there. And you know, as I started to get ready to draw back and hopefully get a shot, about, I don't know, 20 or 30 doves flushed out of that crepe myrtle tree that I was standing under. I mean, that's just stupid. Since when do 30 doves roost in a crepe myrtle tree on the side of somebody's house? That was not what I thought was going to go wrong here. When them birds flushed, all of a sudden, pigs went silent. We came inside, sat down with Trina and Bruce, and I was just watching my cell phone, just waiting for another picture to pop up on there and let me know them pigs had moved back in, but that was it. Game over. Pigs won. Next Gen Adventures, 0. So this is attempt number 2. We just went ahead and came on out here. It's starting to get dark right now, and we're about 30 minutes. It's about 7:30 right now. It's 8 o'clock exactly when they came out yesterday. And we figured, you know what, we're in the area. Angie just got off work. She's standing behind the camera. Thank you for stopping by. And we were like, let's just go see if they come back out at 8. I did walk around there about 7 o'clock and went ahead and spooked all the doves out of the crepe myrtle over here on the side. So hopefully, if we need to go that way, hopefully I can hear them actually, some of them coming back in. So I'm gonna try to not go around that side of the house. The other side of the house has no trees, so hopefully it's clear. We have less cover, but we don't have the doves to spook us, so fingers crossed. Attempt number 2. Pine tree still just over 30. All right, here we go, day 3. It's all unpredictable, but I know they're still in the area. They didn't show up last night. Sun is getting close to setting, so we're going to go ahead and drive on out here, and hopefully tonight's the night. I've learned something every time we've been down there. A motion sensor light came on. We didn't even know it was there. So I'm glad I kind of gave it a dry run there and realized that. So I unplugged it and I put some tape over the motion sensor thing last night. I mean, you would think this would be simple. The first night we tried to ride out here, the pigs were there, we were there. I thought we'd get the shot. No, of course not. It never goes like that, which is kind of fun. It's what makes the chase so fun, is it's complicated and it's tough and challenging, even if you're just trying to shoot a hog in somebody's backyard. that good timing or what?
It was.
All right.
Really good.
Just so everybody
You saw me behind you, I
yeah,
guess,
I see you right behind
Yeah.
me. Just so everybody knows the whole story here. So we took a little break from the pigs and went out to Utah, hung out with Angie's family, had a great time. We get back, we have had a long day. Like literally, Angie is leaving work right now. It's 9:50 at night. I
got to work at 6 a.m.
She got to work at 6 a.m. I rolled out of the house about 5, ran a charter, had some boat work to do. It has been quite a day. And then my camera goes off and this giant boar is in Trina's backyard. So here we go. We're en route right now.
I just got done working for 16 hours, and when you say, come meet me, that's how much I believe that you're going to kill this hog tonight. So will you please kill this hog tonight?
Oh, y'all, that's just the crazy life we live. Yes, we're going to give it a great shot. And I'm not going to say we're going to give up if it don't work tonight, but this is going to be a big bummer if we don't get a shot tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, it will.
Anyways, make a long story short, we're en route. We'll be walking, trying to sneak around the house here shortly. Y'all stay tuned.
Yeah, I see him. Okay, got it. He's moving to the right. Very slowly. Alright, he's on the right. He's on the right side of the pine tree. Okay, I'm ready.
I hit him somewhere.
Did you get him?
I hit him. Now that did not go very smooth. When she turned.
Just get the pig?
Yeah, I just shot him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just shot that big boar. You're like 2 seconds late. I shot him with a bow. That's why you didn't hear anything. Huh?
I saw you with the bow. That's why I walked away.
I appreciate that. Look, even the neighbors knew what we were doing, y'all. These pigs are tearing the neighborhood up.
Oh, yeah.
And anyways, there was that one big boar back here, and I got a camera back here, and I just smoked him.
Oh, cool.
So he shouldn't bother y'all anymore.
Okay.
Right on, man. Thanks.
Okay.
This is suburban pig hunting right here, y'all. Guy walking his dog right here. Got a giant boar right here in my aunt's backyard. And just hit him. That's one of those things that you can't plan for. We were not prepared to film this. This was all just kind of just winging it. It's 10 something at night. And Angie's trying to hold the upper half of an AR that has a night vision scope on it. And with no tripod, so anyways, this is just a lot of winging it. The pig was actually about to walk off. So when she turned the light on, he started moving. And I mean, it's nighttime. As far as shooting your bow, anchoring, peep sight, whatever, this is when you have to just completely go instinctive. And I couldn't even see the arrow fly, obviously. It's black dark. There's no moon. There's no lights, except this one right here. But I heard the arrow hit, and I heard him take off like a rocket. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
What'd you find?
Look at that. Oh, that's a smoke show right there. Because that's like at the shot site. You videoing that?
Yeah.
This is right where we shot. Look at all that blood. Look at that. Look on this side right here too. See it right here? I don't care who you are. If you see the shot, you're confident, whatever. seeing blood at the hit site is like the ultimate yes feeling. There's no way I would take a shot like this on any other animal, especially like a deer or something like that. These are non-native, invasive wild hogs that are destroying a neighborhood. So your ultimate goal is just to clear them out of here. You know, whether you find the animal or not, you know, that's, you know, to be determined. I think we'll probably find this pig, and if we do, I'm gonna clean them and we're gonna eat them. I couldn't see anything happen when I shot, but I heard that arrow, just thud. I mean, it hit hard. And to see blood right at the hit site, and actually the hog went that way, and this is bright red blood sprayed on this brush right here, which I would imagine would be lung blood. So I know it's a good hit. It's just so many parallels you draw between bow hunting and your faith in God. And when you experience something like that, you realize like it's not just, you know, something you're saying because something you believe or whatever. It's true. Like I could literally see nothing. I mean, I could barely see a pin. I mean, I really couldn't even see the shape of the hog. I could just kind of tell there was something there. I could tell which way he's aiming. And I mean, obviously, you know, I've been shooting a bow for 30 years, and you know, just thousands and thousands of repetition and shot, shoot every day. And that was really the first time where I was like, you know, just let instinct flow. Just pull back, let her rip, just see what happens. And I always describe whenever I bow hunt and shoot animals, I get like a out of body experience where your you know, I guess your what is that called?
Instinct?
Yeah, your instinct just takes over. That's it. Your instinct just takes over. I wish I could. I don't like it, honestly, because I want to be in control. I have a shot process, and I try to talk through my shot process. And when I practice in the yard, I do, and I shoot a hinge release. If you shoot a hinge release, you can relate to this. You have a process. Right there, like that pig is walking out. We have a flashlight shining down there at him. There's a trampoline in the way he's about to go behind. Literally, I guess I heard it click, but not even hardly, but like I just pulled back and it was so quick and just rolled through and pow, boom, and it hit. But then when you kind of come down, you realize like it's a lot like your faith in Christ. I mean, like, you know it, you believe it, you trust it, and it's not something that you have to like, you wake up in the morning and go, you know what? I think Jesus died on the cross today. And I'm gonna love others and just try to live like him today. I mean, I guess we should tell ourselves that, but when you live it, it just becomes part of your life. And for me, like, that was what I just experienced doing that. Like, it sounds weird, but like a relationship between me and a bow, you get that kind of feel in that relationship. And that's what just happened. You know, typically in the whitetail woods, I like to be very in control as much as I can, take good shots. But this was the first time where I didn't feel like I needed to. It's a hog that we wanted out of this neighborhood. So I felt perfectly comfortable taking a very mediocre shot, and to see it actually work out and hit. I mean, honestly, I have my sight set at 30 yards, and I know that it was beyond 30, but I don't know exactly how far, probably about 35 or something. And I'm sure I probably held a little high to compensate for it. Those things were just kind of were working in my head, but you just never know if it's actually gonna work out.
I know it.
It did.
Let's go see if we can find him.
Y'all think I talk a lot? Wait till I get pumped up shooting something.
29%.
Tip number 3, don't go try to track down a hog without a fresh stick in your bow.
What was tip number 1 and 2?
I don't know. I didn't have tip number 1. I didn't have tip number 1 and 2. We just went straight to 3. Who doesn't have rubber boots and socks in the back of their truck just in case? That would be silly.
I dropped my on clouds. I'm not going to take those in the swamp.
Nope.
So I got Justin's.
She's got my Grundon's tennis shoes.
Justin's got his boots on. We are styling. Let's go find this hog.
There's the arrow. Complete pass through on a giant boar. Not, I don't know. It doesn't smell bad. I mean,
Here, I know guts. I can smell it.
Hog guts are pretty easy to smell, but
Oh, I touched it. With
And
my
just-
nose.
Just get that up, please.
Your light's too bright.
Okay.
Yeah.
He came through this trail in the grass right here. There's good blood here, here, here. And then now it opens up out into the salt marsh. So now we gotta figure out, when he got here, there's blood on all that grass right here. Y'all see that right here? If you ever wonder if an animal bedded down on you, look at this right here. All this blood, and you can actually see the bed in the mud. So this is so different than any trail job you would ever want to do. I mean, let's be real. If this was a deer, there's no way we'd try to trail him tonight. But we're in a salt marsh and the tide's out. So this blood trail we're following right now, by about, just heard something. By about,
I think it was a fish jumping.
yeah, I know. By about midnight, maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, this is all going to be underwater. We don't have a choice. I mean, we have good blood, and we have to just push them. And if we find them, we find them. If not, I think this is a good sign right here of mission accomplished. This pig right here, he's not going to be back in anybody's yards rooting up the flower beds anymore. We know we got a good hit. That pig is dead in that marsh right out there. The problem is we're getting into the water. There's a pond out there. We found the bed where he laid down, so it's all big open salt marsh. The water's already coming in. We're gonna lose that blood trail. So what we're gonna do is come back first thing in the morning, and I'm gonna fly the drone over that salt marsh. Now, will we be able to get to him and drag him out of here? I don't know, we'll see. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna give it a look tomorrow morning.
Dad shot a hog. I know. Justin, come look at what the boys made.
Boys, look what I made. I made a bloody, yeah, I made some more of that.
Hi, Belle. That looks so good. Did you make me a bowl?
Yeah, like you can see now a lot better. That's good blood. Like I said, it doesn't have a gutty smell either, so. What y'all think? You think we'll find that pig?
Yeah.
Pretty good, huh? All right, so next morning, sun's just coming up. Right here. I got to the corner of the house. Right past the trampoline. I know it's dead out here somewhere, but the question is, the tide has now come in, so there's no blood trail. So we're just gonna kind of have to walk through this marsh where we saw the hog run off to. Hope for the best. Well, this is the bed where he laid down right here. Everything looks so much closer in the daytime. I felt like we were way out here in the marsh, and we're right here behind the house. Right here, we're about 100 yards. So he crashed right here at 100 yards, and then when we walked in, we jumped him. And that's that little pond right here, but I think we heard him more over
definitely
here.
off to the right.
Yeah, so it was not in that pond.
But it sounded like water over there to the right.
There's a trail that comes out of here. I think we just kind of walk some of these trails. It's gonna be our best bet.
No blood spotting, you think, huh? It's like finding a needle in a haystack. Or like finding a hog in a swamp of endless grass. I'm so excited to be doing this on my day off.
Well, that ended good enough. We know he's dead. He's out here in this salt marsh somewhere, but this marsh is huge. The water's come in, covered up our blood trail. we have nothing to go on. Mission accomplished. This is also a good reminder leading up to deer season. When you shoot something and you don't see them fall, or if you're not 100% sure that that animal's dead, don't go trail them. This pig bedded right here. I know it's a good shot, great blood. He'd have died right there if we'd have just left him alone for a little while. Obviously, it's hot, it's August. You leave him out here overnight, you've basically given up your opportunity for food. And hey, if that's and that applies to the deer woods too. You know, those situations where it's hot, if there's no chance to recover the next day, if you shoot a doe, what good does it do to leave it laying overnight, spoil, and then go find it the next day? So those are all things I'm sure all y'all weigh out as well when you're trying to decide, do you pursue that blood trail the night of the shot or let it lay to the next day? I totally support letting it lay to the next day unless you're forced into a situation like this. So we were forced into this. It's what we went with. Mission accomplished. Big boar hog that has been destroying these yards and chasing some of the residents around. It's now dead. So good job.